Good evening, YouTube and Patreon. We are this afternoon's entertainment, and you are beautiful. Hi, it's me, it's John. Wasn't a great Joker impression because I'm not tired enough to get that croaky tone in my voice, but hey, there's a new HISHE video, how Joker should have ended, which, hey, that's a hotly debated topic already, or how it ended in the first place. If you're wondering why I'm alone, Greg's out of town with his girlfriend. They're having a trip, they're getting a little detox, a break away from everything, so I'm here holding down the fort. And things are gonna change around here, all right? First off, we got a Patreon, that's new. Q&As, TV show reactions, stream alongs, some with highlights, footage included, music video reactions. We're on the Stardust app where you can check us out, 30-second reactions to any film, TV show, trailer, stuff we don't even cover on here, all right? And we're gonna do a reaction video. When have we ever done that? Blowing the doors open. This video's for adults over the age of 13. Kappa! Which is awesome. I love that this is such a legal problem and it's called Kappa. Just takes me back to the 1930s. Hey, Kappa! What are you doing advertising to those kids? It's been a while since I've seen a HISHE.
You wanna know how I got down these stairs?
From falling?
From falling!
Oh, God.
No! Stupid clown!
It is
They took my son!
a potentially iconic scene, isn't
Hey,
it?
that guy needs our help!
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's adults! Let's get out of here!
Here you go.
I did sort of think of
We gotta
that.
look out for one another.
The movie.
Oh, can't let this garbage get to you. Have you ever heard of the Murray Franklin Show? I'm gonna be on it tonight. You can go, Gary. You're always nice to me. Hello, police? I want to report a murder. I actually know where the killer's gonna be tonight. Please welcome
Oh my God.
Joker.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Please, dirtbag!
That-
She's claiming he's my son, Martha. She's clearly crazy and lying. We can't let that kind of scandal go public.
I don't care if she's lying or not. That boy needs our help, and we
Aw,
can give it
Martha.
to him.
I know you're right. You're always right. Welcome to your new home.
Holy shit, no. Oh, wow. Oh, buddy. Oh, no.
So our parents were killed, and that's when we vowed to share an endless crusade as the crime-fighting twosome, Wisecracker, and his trusty sidekick, Bat Boy! Hey, what's up? I'm Bad Boy. Okay, something has gone wrong. This feels really weird.
I enjoy it. I wish that was how it was.
I could use a drink. That's hilarious.
Aw.
That's how I became a supervillain with a massive clown army. Supervillain? I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. I don't think any of that was real, Bub. What?
Yes, I think you made it hard!
Are you calling me an unreliable narrator?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm insulted. Why would you say a thing like that? I was invited on TV, I shot the host and nobody stopped me even though I just confessed to murder. That started a riot, which caused Thomas Wayne, who may or may not be my biological father, to also get shot in the alley out back. Why does that sound so unbelievable?
Because you are delusional.
Because your girlfriend wasn't real.
Because you didn't have any master plan.
Yeah, that's not a super villain. That's just super dark and depressing.
Well, every villain has to have a beginning, you know. Maybe I'm just getting started. Maybe I'll go through multiple forms, and right now I'm just learning as I go. Stop laughing! I'm the one who laughs! Someday I'll
nice
prove my
meta humor.
supervillainous. You'll see! Next time you'll see me, I'll prove it. Who knows? Next time, I might even look like a totally different person. Maybe I'll look like Jack. You don't know.
Everybody loves Jack.
No matter what, I'll just keep changing. You'll see. I'll
do
be
love
relevant for decades.
Jack Nicholson.
And you guys will just be stuck in the 80s.
Oh, damn.
What a loon.
Yeah, no kidding.
I hope he does not become a regular here.
I kind of liked him.
Aww. That was lovely. I like this a lot. I mean, like, I always enjoy these, but...
Get your fingers out of my mouth.
Yeah, right?
Why?
Because I'm fast.
That was delightful. Always appreciate a good Hizzy. I gotta say, I mean, I always appreciate Hizzy. We watch their videos periodically anyway on this channel. They're always clever, they're always fun, they are always amusing, there are always some really great sight gags and observations. And obviously when you're dealing with a breadth of different movies, you even see this kind of in honest trailers. You know, some of them have more cheeky jokes as their leading flavor, and some of them have actually pretty sharp observations. And this one I thought hit a really nice sweet spot between the two. I thought this video was hilarious. I really love the characterizations they bring to these first and foremost. Each one of these I thought had a really nice observation inside of the comedy, because I mean the stairwell sequence is on its way to being iconic. I thought that was really funny though, because I couldn't help but think that a lot of the times I saw that sequence in the trailer and even in the movie, I'm like, it's surprisingly hard to jump and dance on stairs, especially when they're slick. So like, I love the sort of how did the chicken cross the road button on that. The first one with the kids stealing the sign, I did think about that during the movie, and I mean, it is that sort of 1970s, 80s wasteland New York, where it's just like, nobody cares about anybody, and there's anarchy in the streets, there's no law, it's a wasteland, it's like Mad Max, but if sand was garbage instead. You know, like in the context of the movie, I got where it was going and I kind of bought what was happening, the way they realized it. At the same time, it's another thing where it could have been just as likely that, you know, a few people nearby might notice and be like, hey man, we'll stop these kids for you real quick and get your sign back. Just like how peppy that scene became. Like, I think this video made a really nice use out of the contrast between how sad and dark the Joker movie is with how bright. I think they really did the I can't remember which side at the moment. I'm just gonna Google it.
A few moments later.
So if the Joker movie is the yin, you know, the dark side, I almost feel like they made a lot of humor out of the yang of this, because it's a lot of like, what if the situation didn't go as shitty as it did in the movie? Like, what if every situation Arthur landed in wasn't a terrible situation? Another thing with Gary, like, I didn't even think about it at the time. I feel like that's a pretty astute observation. Like, man, Gary really could have. Like, maybe he didn't because he was... It's another one of those where, like, I could see it going either way, but at the same time, I'm like, if all these circumstances are going as poorly as possible, man, Gary could have picked up the phone and called the cops and at least clued them into something here. And then, the one that I've seen some comments here pointing it out, definitely got me the most, is just what if the movie ended so early on in a past that we never got to see, where the Wayans actually do adopt him, whether... I love that too. It's like it uses the movie's ambiguity, even in the little Thomas Wayne moment there, you're like, is he telling the truth? And then I love Martha's just like, hey, it doesn't matter. This kid needs our help. We have more than the means to give it to him. Let's give this kid our help. And, you know, Arthur gets to grow up having a happy life, being like a surrogate brother, uncle to this kid. And it's funny because it's so sweet. He realizes his dreams, and it's like the good version. It's like, what if Joker, instead of a movie about a guy being neglected all of his life, is about a guy getting the help he needed all of his life? And then I love that in the alleyway across crosses over to complete absurdity. To bring that into the HISHE canon with the whole wisecracker and the Batboy thing, I thought was really hilarious. The whole thing with Superman in this alternate universe being like, I don't like this. And yeah, the whole I'm Batboy. Just, yeah, it hit all those sweet spots. Because you know what it is? You know that the funny thing is that because of the strange reality this movie takes place in and the fact that this is opening up comic book movies to even more extrapolation and even more what-if scenarios, now I kind of want to see the Wisecracker and Batboy, you know, I'd watch like a half-hour cartoon about it or something like that. Like if HISHE made a Wisecracker and Batboy cartoon, I would watch that. I just thought that was really fun and an imaginative place to take that yeah, brings it into their world. And then jumping over from the riot sequence, like, okay, but here's what might have happened if the movie played out completely as it did, minus that coda at the hospital. He wanders down the alleyway past young Bruce Wayne, which in a weird way, I like this moment better than I like the moment in the movie. Not that this is in any way plausible. I like that realization of the joke that the nurse wouldn't get a little better, if I'm being honest. And then, yeah, having him be in the villain bar, you know, really trying to fit in with everybody and all the 80s villains, nitpicking the fact that he's not a super villain so much as he's just a troubled guy who snapped. A society kind of mired in the muck of humanity rather than the lofty universal scenarios of superheroes and stuff. I like that they have, yeah, that meta commentary of like, maybe this is one of many forms, you know, talking about the Joker, you know, maybe I'll live on throughout the decades and you guys are just going to be relegated to the 80s. And anyway, I'm rambling, but hey, this was awesome. Much love to the HISHE people. Go over to their channel, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and if you haven't, what are you doing with your life? You can subscribe to The Real Rejects, click that notification bell, get updated every time a review or a video like this one is out. Also check us out on Patreon as well as the Stardust app. Got a whole bunch of fun extra content for you guys. Before we end this off, I'm gonna give a patron of the day shout out to a very special young man named Taylor Bentley. Taylor, you're not pledged anymore. I don't know if you're even gonna see this. I don't know if you like us at all. Maybe I offended you one day. And I'm sorry about that, Taylor. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy! But that doesn't cut. But seriously, Taylor, hope you're doing well. It's been a little while since we've heard from you, buddy. And just wanted to wish you some love this Thanksgiving week. Hope that you get to do something nice and relaxing on the big day. And yeah, just hope life's looking up. And when all else fails, just remember to smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.